Hello guys, good afternoon, good evening dito sa Australia. Magla-live lang ako guys sandali because today is my wedding anniversary. Okay? Binabati ko yung aking asawa na nandoon ngayon sa loob sa aming anniversary. Ngayon may sinulat ako sa kanya guys. Babasahin ko lang sa inyo ito para at least malaman ninyo na I'm happy at I'm happy with my relationship kahit na sometimes we argue, sometimes we we cried and things like that. We cried together with our problems with our kids, pero we're still here together. Kaya mayroon akong babasahin guys sa inyo in my own words. Dearest Ryerson, asawa ko to guys. My darling, I call him my darling. My darling, being loved by you deeply. My darling, it gives me strength to live longer in this world. Loving someone like you deeply gives me courage to survive and share our children and grandchildren. Thank you for being my husband, my partner, my lover, and my best friend. Happy 22nd wedding anniversary plus 8 years before that. Note, all these years being with you have been amazing. As a dad to our 6 children, as my lover, I have been happy in your arms, and I could see that we'll be happier for the rest of our days. Thank you for everything, my darling. Since I met you, my life has never been the same. Thanks for making it better and happier. I thank God for giving me the best husband as a woman could have. I am so lucky to have you. It's been my best day in my life when I met you. My dear Ryerson, I can't imagine myself with anyone else but you. It is always you through all these years, and I think it will always be you for the remaining years of my lives. I want to keep you forever, safe, happy in my heart. I want to grow old with you and reminisce the past with you when we were still few years married. I love you more. I must have done something good to deserve your attention, or God must love me so much that you stayed all these years with me for better and for worse. I love you more every day of our lives. I love you so much. Happy anniversary, my darling Rick. And to me, Maria Jessica Herrero Ryerson. Guys, magkwento ako sa inyo. I think it's already in my book. Basahin ko lang yung mga time na magkasama kami sa book ko, sa part ng libro na sinulat ko. Para at least malaman ninyo guys, just for a minute, I just have to get the copy. The copy of the book. Just a minute, okay? It's just here around the corner. Ito. This one. This one is ready. As a minute, guys. Basahin ko lang, guys, ha. Yung ano namin ng asawa ko, how did we meet, para at least magkaroon kayo ng idea. Para magkaroon kayo ng idea, how did my life end up with him. Okay. I'm gonna read that one that's only okay, I'm gonna read this guy. It's not gonna be long, okay? Chapter 14. That is the chapter 14 of my book. Okay? I never forget the very first time I met Rico. That is Rick. That's my husband. Rico George Jones. It was in the October 1992. Across the road from the building where I live, there was a 7-Eleven. There was a man standing in front of the store, waiting for something. His blonde hair flowed past his shoulder and it was tossed by the light wind. It looked like gold in the morning sunlight. He glanced at me as I crossed the road and I tried to avoid his intense eyes. He glanced at me as I crossed the road and I tried to avoid his intense eyes. He was probably just little over 6 foot tall. Made me feel humble and shy. I decided to turn at the last minute and return his smile. Just then he abruptly lifted out and grabbed me by the arm and said in softly voice, "Hey there, pretty woman, careful of the train that's heading your way." I looked at him intently, wondering what to do, as he still held my arms in just enough force. "Thank you so much," I replied, as we stared into each other's eyes. "Thank you very much." We definitely had a moment. I felt his warm hand on my skin, and it was like an electric spark that ignited my inner being. I suddenly became frightened and pulled my arms away. He gestured as to shake my hands and told me his first name is Enrique. I was in a trace, and I didn't retain the information at the time or shake his hand. I heard the rumbling of the train. I got near to stop. I got into position to board when it pulls into the stop. Ever since that first encounter with him, he was always on my mind, and I prayed that I would see him again. Every morning after I walk across the street at the same time in hope of catch a glimpse of him. This time I would stay and talk to him, not just look at him with that pants-drunk love stare I had. After a few months in Hong Kong, I returned to the Philippines 1 month of visit and then left of my family. A year before there been yet another attack. On November 21st, 1990, armed gunman shot and killed my cousin Edna, while stay bullet seriously wounded my two sister Eliza and Ella. One of my sister required major operation with with my earning, and that there was an threat of me being killed while in the Philippines was my greatest concern. I had to be careful when I was back home, watching from the strange people or vehicles. Okay, that's how I meet guys, Rick, and then I gonna continue some more later. That's how the first time I met him. Okay, but later on I gonna read to you the continuation of the book because we're gonna get ready to go out for dinner. And I thank you guys. Yun kami guys, nakita kami ng asawa ko, very ano lang siya, very casual lang siya, across the street na where I live. Pero many months later when we met again, basahin ko sa inyo kung paano kami mag-meet uli, okay? And I'm gonna start from the very beginning again after I come back from my day. Okay, guys, thank you very much, guys. I love you, and I'll see you again. Please support our live tomorrow at around what time? 8 o'clock in Australia and 6 o'clock in the Philippines. Okay, guys, I love you. Bye. Thank you very much.